What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Coach Joe here with Heartletics.com. Today's episode, we're going to really be focusing on your mindset, specifically how to become the superhero of your own mindset and literally how to view your life. I promise you this, that if you stay with me until the end of the episode, you will have such a different perspective shift when it comes into you, right? Your superpowers, I like to say, right? Your hidden gems, your just... You got some strength to you, but you might not even know it, right? And that's what I really want to make sure that we help you have more confidence. We help you embrace upon and learn about just from today's episode. So this is what I want you to do, okay? We already know life is going to throw storms. Life is going to throw curveballs your way, right? This could be drama at home with the family. This could be drama at work with maybe your boss or fellow, colleagues. This could be any kind of stress in your life, right? Stress could be any area. Right? Once again, not just drama, but that could be an injury. That could be being overweight, right? That puts stress on the body. That could be you worrying about, the past or worrying about something in the future, right? Like there's all aspects of stress, right? Plain and simple. And we know, right? Stress can come from any different direction, right? Nobody has on the forecast, okay, I'm expecting stress to come upon on this day. No, right? It just comes. We have to know how to fight that battle, though. And that's what I really want to make sure that you get that superpower, right, in today's episode, learning on how to do that. And what I want you to do is just think about Batman for a second, okay? Specifically, Batman versus Bane, okay? I had this conversation with a good friend of mine. We had some breakfast this morning, and I brought this analogy to his head, and it helped him out tremendously with just a different perspective. And hopefully, fingers crossed, right? It could have that same effect on you as well that's tuning in and listening to this. So think about Batman, right? So there's Batman and, there's Bane. And if you remember, that movie, Bane, they kind of show him as like a little boy. And he's like training to climb out of this big like well type thing, And he's trying his hardest. And at a young age, right, it's just, he's born in the pain. He's born in the suffering. He's born in just the darkness, right? As he even mentions. And it takes so much out of him, but eventually he doesn't give up. He reaches the top of the well, climbs out, whatever, becomes, the big bad villain, Bane, eventually goes to Gotham, beats up Batman, right? And then throws him inside that well. Okay. And then obviously Batman, he has, no superpowers or anything like that. He has to use just his mindset, right? The knowledge of knowing like how to get out of this place, right? Where to put his hands at, how to climb through, but also just pure strength. Right, within himself, but he's in that hole, and there's a lot of suspense to that because you're thinking to yourself, well, hey, what's going on in Gotham City right now? Right, Bane is just destroying everybody, including Batman. There is no Batman, right? Everybody thinks he's dead. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of suspension, right, and just tension and just like suspense and thriller, right? Like there's a lot going on in that situation. But eventually, guess what? Batman doesn't give up. He tries. He eventually gets out of the well. He goes ahead down to Gotham, beats up Bane. The winner, right? Plain and simple. That's how the movie ends. Now, there's so many things in there, what I just said, that could apply to your life 100% if you just think about it, right? And that's what we're going to go and do a deep dive. For starters, you got to understand this, right? Especially if you're a man listening to this, okay? Challenges are your obstacles. Let me repeat that. Challenges are your obstacles. Meaning that, when Batman got beat up and, Bane threw him down into the well and he had to get out, did you think in his head, right, Batman was like, well, there's Batman 2, there's Batman 3, there's all these other Batmans, all these other superheroes around, right? They could defend Gotham. No. Batman knew, like, hey, I need to get out of this or else, like, Bane's going to destroy and kill everybody. There's only one of me. So I want the next time a challenge comes your way and there's a storm and there's adversity, don't look for the easy obstacle. Don't look and say, hey, I can, put some of the blame and responsibility on this person or because of this situation or this environment or this condition, anything like that. No. Like, challenges are blessings in disguise, right? There's always a lesson to be learned in the midst of somebody trying to get over that challenge to their blessing in life. And what I want you to think about is like this: it's your challenge. So don't point the finger at anybody or anything, because remember, there's always going to be 3 fingers pointing right back at you. It's your challenge. There's only one Batman. You are that Batman. You are that superhero. You're the only one that could overcome this challenge. So the minute you start taking action, right, and not just sitting around into your feelings and emotions, but literally start moving in the right direction, taking action, you're going to be able to save the day, right? So that's the first key thing that I want you to remember. The second is this: look at your life, honestly, from the perspective of it being a movie. Who watches? Nobody would watch Batman if all of a sudden, like, Bane got out of the well at an early age, becomes Bane, walks over to Batman, right, in Gotham, and Batman beats him up immediately and kills Bane and destroys him. Guess what? The movie's over within the first 5 minutes. Would you pay $20 a movie ticket to go see that on opening night? No. You'd be like, that's stupid. I want my money back. So understand this, that like some of the excitement, right, and I'll talk about what that actually means here in a little bit. Some of the excitement comes through this, adversity, comes through this thriller of this movie scene that we're all living, honestly, in our own day-to-day lives. We're all superheroes, right? At least we're trying to be. But we're all going through these suspense scenarios, right? Where, we have these ups and these downs, and it's hard. It's challenges, right? Plain and simple. But hear me out. This is what makes the game fun in a sick little twist. Because one, you're not just the superhero, but also you're the guy that's watching your life. Meaning, by the time you get to, you're there at the end of your life, so to speak. You're on your deathbed. I bet you anything, right? There's going to be so many memories that's going to be popping up inside your head, right? Some of the memories, though, are going to be filled with, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done this, and these are a lot of regrets. And I'm sure some of the memories are going to be of just like these amazing scenes that you have, and amazing memories and experiences that you got to encounter here on life, right? With your life and on Earth. And it's because you took a risk. So you're going to be thinking about all these amazing things because you took the risk, but then you're also going to be thinking about the risk at other things in your life and being regretful because you didn't take that risk. So just think about that. I know it's hard when you're in the middle of a battle, right? You're fighting, right? Whatever it is, the bad wolf, right? Drama, negative, whatever, right? We all have our own inner demons, so to speak. And I know in the midst of that battle, it's hard to look at it from the bigger picture. But I really challenge you that the next time there's a storm in your life and some adversity, you literally just think about you being Batman. You literally think about, hey, at the end of the day, this is what my movie's about. I'm the superhero, right? These are my challenges. And hey, there's some adversity here, but I'm going to learn a lesson when it comes to facing this challenge. I'm going to become better in the end, so that way there's another obstacle in the way. I'm going to look back and say, hey, you know what? I was able to get through X, Y, and Z. I can get through X, Y, and Z over here now. That's how we need to view things. That's how we need to view it, like literally adversity, obstacles, challenges. This is your battle, right? You can easily win this as long as you get your head in the game and have the right mindset when it comes to fighting your battles. And look at it from the other opportunity over here. And I love thinking about this. Is like, if let's say, you're going to Navy SEAL training. And let's just say like there's a Navy SEAL that only knows from the books, right? Never even went through training, BUDS training, which is the hardest training ever. And they never went out to war and never experienced combat. They're just book smart, so to speak, right? And they're the instructor, right? And then you have somebody else that is another instructor. And let's say this person went through BUDS, right? The hardest training there is. Went off to war, went off to these secret missions, right? They got all this combat. They got all this knowledge. They got all this experiences. At the end of the day, who are you going to listen to and have more respect for? Odds are it's going to be this guy they didn't just talk the talk. They walked the walk. They showed up. They got those experiences. They got the battle scars. They got the scar tissue. They got the experiences. They got it all. Be that type of person where the next time there's a challenge, you're taking it on headstrong, because also you're looking into the future as to when you already overcame this challenge. So that way, once again, you can maybe inspire some of the other people, maybe your friends, maybe your family members, maybe your coworkers, when they're going through the heat of the battle, because you already have the experiences. You already walked the walk. You already talked the talk. You already showed up. You already went to war. You defeated that battle. You won. Congratulations. Now you can help out other people that need it as well. And I feel like as men, that's what we all need to start doing more so of, is helping out others, but also understanding that these challenges, these are just little tests. It's like going to the gym and just working out, building some muscle. Every rep makes us stronger. These challenges are just reps for our mental, emotional, our spiritual side, right? Who knows, maybe even physical side, but they're just reps. You got to have the right mindset when you challenge arise. Think about it. You are the superhero, right? Don't just get defeated. Don't just throw in the white towel, quit and give up. Like you're missing out on a bigger opportunity here to not just, be this inspiration for yourself and gain some credibility, gain some knowledge, and most importantly, feel proud of yourself for going after your goals and not giving up and succeeding at your goals. But also, you're gaining inspiration for others as well. So that way you can be that beacon, right? You can be that lighthouse that's shining bright, right? Where there's somebody going through the midst of a storm and they can see your light. And you can be that little spark of inspiration to help them through dark times. I feel like as men, we all start decide, to do that. Who knows? Maybe just not our lives will change, but maybe our families' lives will change. Maybe our coworkers, maybe our communities. And I believe in having compound interest. So that means, hey, if this message right here resonated with you and was able to help you, then who knows? Maybe by you sharing this message, it can help out other people as well. And snowball, right? That compound interest where, it's just growing and growing and growing and growing. That's how you're going to make the world a better place, is by you speaking, not just it's in your head, right? Hey, I'm a firm believer that you should be speaking your thoughts, right? Plain and simple. But I also believe in, hey, understanding, a different viewpoint on things, a different mindset. I understanding like, hey, as a man, right, you should be focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, so that way you can help out and pour out into others. And once again, if we just all make it our mission to continue to do that each and every day, become 1% better, I promise you this world would probably be a better place. Who knows? So with that being said, this has been Coach Joe with the Heartletics Podcast, and as always, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.